Okay, ma'am. Thank you. Good morning. So, uh, first of all, a very good morning from India. I will introduce myself. My name is Muhammad Asif, and I am science teacher in government primary elementary school in the state Uttar Pradesh of India. One of the state in India, Uttar Pradesh. I am science graduate, so I teach science and environmental science as well as Hindi subject to grade 4th and 5th students of the government primary school Barabanki, Uttar Pradesh. So I am thankful to the Ministry of Education and the Ministry of Education Max Japan, ACCU Japan and CCE India for giving me an opportunity to participate in such a prestigious program. So it's a nice experience for me to share something about India and about our school and about our state to the Japanese student, to you. So respected teachers and dear students, I am very thankful to you for giving me a chance to interact with you. Thank you. So now who will I share the screen, please? Sure. Okay, I will share the screen. So am I audible, students? Are you seeing the screen? Okay. So fifth India Japan Teachers Exchange Program from 2nd November to 29th November 2020, Asia Pacific Culture Center for UNESCO, Ministry of Education, Government of India, Center for Environment Education, Government of India, and the Ministry of Education, Culture, Sports, Science and Technology, Max Japan. My name is Muhammad Asif, Group A, Assistant Teacher, Primary School Munipur Batra, Nindura, Barabanki, Uttar Pradesh, India. The next clip is about my country, India, about India. India is also known as Bharat. That is located in southern Asia, bordering the Arabian Sea in the western side. If you see the see the map, the Arabian Sea will be in the western side, and the Bay of Bengal is in eastern side. And if you see in the south, there is the Indian Ocean. You will see the Indian Ocean. Neighboring countries are Bangladesh, Bhutan, Burma, that is Myanmar, China, Nepal, and Pakistan. The name India derives from the river Indus. So we will discuss about this in next slide. Now I am presenting you the map of the country, my country, India. India and its neighboring countries. So you can well see the neighboring countries of India. The eastern side you are seeing this Myanmar and Burma. In the eastern northern part you are seeing Nepal and China, and see the far right you are seeing South Korea and Sea of Japan. In the western side you are seeing Pakistan, Afghanistan, Iran and Arabian Peninsula. Now see this sea, Bay of Bengal in the eastern side, Arabian Sea in the western part, and the Indian Ocean lies in the southern part. Okay, students. Now the next slide is some important facts about India. So in the picture you are seeing the father of the nation of the India, that is known as his name is Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi. He was the foremost freedom fighter of India. In the second picture you are seeing national symbols of India, national flag, national emblem, that national bird of India, that is peacock, national animal, that is the tiger, national flower, that is the lotus, and the national animal, that is dolphin. India has the second largest population in the world. As you all know, China is the biggest population largest population in the world, and India follows China. 1080 million people as per the 2020 population estimated. We have 1380 million people right now. India's population is equivalent to 17.7% of the total world population. And the second point is India is the seventh largest country. If you see the area, the seventh largest country. And the third point is thousands of languages are spoken all over India. Thousands. But there are 22 recognized languages as per the Indian Constitution, as per the Government of India. 22 recognized languages are here. And Hindi and English are the official language of India. First language is Hindi and the second official language is English. Now the next point is India is the second largest English speaking country in the world. This is the most important fact. India is the second largest English speaking country in the world. The first number is USA. The second number is India. The capital of the country is in New Delhi and the financial capital is in Mumbai. Okay, students. Now coming to the next slide. Some more important facts about India. There are two pictures you are seeing. The number one picture is Indus Valley Civilization picture, and the second picture is showing the unity and diversity concept in India. Indus Valley Civilization, you know, is 5,000 years old civilization that was founded in India. 5,000 years old. And the second picture is unity and diversity. Unity and diversity means existence of people of diverse religion, culture, caste, sect, custom, tradition, languages have been living together for centuries. So many religious people are there, so many customs are there, so many languages are spoken in India. But people are living together for centuries, for thousands of years. So this concept is known as unity in diversity. Now, another fact is Hinduism, the world's oldest religion, is the most popular religion in India. Nearly 80% of the Indian population follows Hinduism, Hindu religion. Then Islam is the second most popular religion. Approximately 14% follows the religion Islam. Then Christianity, 2.3%. Then Sikhism, Sikh religion, 1.7%. Buddhism religion, 0.7%, and Jainism are 0.4%. Another point is there are 8 major river systems in India with more than 400 rivers. 8 major rivers and more than 400 rivers in India. Another point is, next point is 70% of all the world's spice come from India. Spice come from India. India is the land of unity and diversity, festivals and fairs. There are more festivals celebrated in India than anywhere else in the world. So many festivals are there. Namely, like Janmashtami, Christmas, Onam, Raksha Bandhan, Deepavali, Eid, Eid ul Zoha, Ram Navami, Mahatma Buddha Jayanti, the birth anniversary of Lord Buddha, Guru Nanak Jayanti, Easter, Eid ul Fitr, and many more. So this is the land of festival and fair also. Now we are coming to the next slide. We will talk about the education system in India, in our country. Right to education in India. Education in the Indian Constitution is a concurrent issue, and both center government and the state government can legislate on this issue. Both the center and the respective states can legislate on the education issue. The Act lays down specific responsibilities for the center, state and local bodies for its implementation. So, dear students, education is the responsibility of central government, state government and the local bodies. All three are responsible for education. The Right of Children to Free and Compulsory Education Act or Right to Education Act, RTE, is an act of the Parliament of India enacted on 4th August 2009, which describes the modalities of the importance of the free and compulsory education for children between 6 and 14 years age. So, for children from 6 to 14 years, education is compulsory and free. Compulsory and free in India. Another point is, all the private institutions, all the private schools have to reserve 25% of its seats for the underprivileged or for the poor people. All the private schools have to give the seats or the admission to the poor children, 25% of the seats. Okay? So now we are coming to another slide. This elementary education in India. So because I am a teacher in primary school, so I teach 4th and 5th class students, so I am discussing about the elementary education system in India. You are seeing the two pictures here. You are seeing students are sitting in the classroom. These are class 1 to 5 students. Primary education is the foremost and basic right of every child. Everybody knows this. Primary education is the important aspect in every child's life. The role of primary education is to ensure and development of the children. This means that all children are able to develop their social, cognitive, cultural, emotional and physical skills according to the best of their abilities. This is the aim of the primary education in our country, in my country. In the current context, the government bears the larger responsibility of providing education to the children, with approximately 80% of all schools that provide elementary education are run by the government of India. 80% of all the schools are run by the government, either by the central government or by the state government. But the 80% schools are run by the government agencies. The country has a total of 1306992 schools. So you can see the network of the school in our country. Elementary education across 633 districts. But there is a correction here. 633 districts were in 2011. At present, we have 740 districts in India. We have 740 districts in India. 740. So there is a correction. Now, I would like to discuss about my state, where I am living, where my school is situated. So, there are 28 states in India, and my state name is Uttar Pradesh. In Hindi, Uttar Pradesh. If you translate it into English, Uttar Pradesh means northern province. It is situated in the northern part of India. Now you are seeing the map of India. Nepal and the Himalayas are located on the north side. You are seeing this Nepal, and above Nepal, China is there. So my state name is Uttar Pradesh. In English, if you translate it, northern province, Uttar Pradesh. There are 75 districts in Uttar Pradesh. 75 districts. We are seeing this next slide. Some facts on Uttar Pradesh. Now I would like to discuss the facts on my state, Uttar Pradesh. As you know, there are 28 states in India and 9 union territories in the country. From the largest to the smallest, each state or union territory of India has a unique demography, history and culture, trades, festival, language, etc. Uttar Pradesh, I would like to discuss about Uttar Pradesh. Uttar Pradesh state has been situated in northern part of India. It has 75 districts. Two most important rivers, Ganga and Yamuna, the two most important rivers of the country, lies in our state. Ganga and Yamuna, most important, most religious important rivers lies in my state. The name of the two most important rivers are Ganga and Yamuna. Uttar Pradesh is the most populous state also. in India, with the total population is nearly 195 million people. Nearly 200 million people are living in Uttar Pradesh. It is the most populous state in India. It is also one of the biggest states in India with a geographical area encompassing 2.44 uh, square kilometers area and comprising 75 districts and over 1 lakh inhabited village. Nearly 1 lakh villages are in Uttar Pradesh. 1 lakh. So all about Uttar Pradesh, important fact are that we have 75 districts. It is the most populous state of India and 1 lakh villages in Uttar Pradesh. In the next slide, another facts continues. Capital city of Uttar Pradesh is Lucknow. Lucknow is the capital city of Uttar Pradesh. Lucknow. Principal languages and religion. Hindi and Urdu are the major languages in my state. Hindi and Urdu. Hinduism and Islam are the major religion in my state. Hindus and Islam, Muslim. Another important fact is agriculture is the main occupation of my state, and nearly 66% of the population is indulged in agriculture activities, that is agriculture, farming, dairying, animal husbandry related tasks. So 66% of the population is well dependent on the agriculture sector in my state, Uttar Pradesh. Festival and tourist center. The biggest congregation, perhaps the world's largest, the Kumbh Mela. In the third picture you are seeing this Kumbh Mela. Kumbh Mela is the world's largest religious gathering. It was held last year, 2019, and approximately 240 million people participated in Kumbh fair last year. 240 million people participated in Kumbh congregation, Kumbh religious festival. It is the world's largest fair, you can see. So, in the first picture you are seeing the Taj Mahal, which is also known as the wonder of the world. 7 wonders of the world. One is known as the Taj Mahal, the Taj, which is also situated in my state in the district Agra. Agra is very near to the country's capital Delhi. So Taj Mahal. In the second picture you are seeing the performance of Ram Leela. These are the drama or festival which is based on the Ramayana, the Hindu book Ramayana. So this is Ram Leela. The function or the culture activities are called as Ram Leela. And the third picture is showing Kumbh Mela, Kumbh Fair, the world's largest congregation, religious gathering. The wonders of the world. Taj Mahal is situated at the bank of the river Yamuna, is at Agra. Another important cities are Ayodhya, Mathura, Sarnath, Varanasi and Lucknow are also important places to visit in the state of Uttar Pradesh. Next slide. Now this page is related to my city, the capital city of Uttar Pradesh, that is known as Lucknow. Capital city of Uttar Pradesh is Lucknow. Lucknow is the capital city of the Indian state of Uttar Pradesh and is also the administrative headquarters of the district and the division. The city is quite famous for its traditional chicken embroidery work. You are seeing the picture, 2 pictures. One in the below, you are seeing the 2 pictures, which is chicken embroidery work, which attract travelers from across the country. The city itself is famous for many aspects of its rich culture, music, poetry and embroidery, to technology, finance and pharmaceuticals. So now there is one clip. That is based on the city of Uttar Pradesh. Please check this. Thanks for seeing this. The clip is based on the city of Lucknow. So next clip is showing education system in the state of Uttar Pradesh. So school in Uttar Pradesh are run by the government or the private organization, both. And the state has a 5 plus 3 plus 3 plus 4 education system. Means 5 for foundation stage, 3 for preparatory stage, 3 again for middle stage, and 4 for secondary stage. Now, basic education in Uttar Pradesh, presently we have so many schools, 4 types of school impart basic education in my state, that is primary school, upper primary school, composite schools, and Kasturba Gandhi Girls School. Okay. Now I would like to give you a glimpse of my school. That is a glimpse of primary school Munipur Batra. My school is located about 50 kilometers away from the state capital. That is in a very teeny and small and remote village. The population of the village is only 1,516, and the chief source of the livelihood are agriculture, animal husbandry, and dairy. And the medium of my school is Hindi medium. We teach students in Hindi medium.